Anomally 88. Anomally 88.
What the fuck?
If you would like to support the channel and help guarantee future giveaways, hit the link in the description, head over to my Patreon page, and become a patron for as little as $1 a month. My 2 cents, motherfucker. What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. So I wanted to shed a little bit of light onto this Anomally 88 fiasco. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know exactly how or when this all started. I know about a week ago I remember seeing a tweet from class addressed towards CPN. Apparently somebody had brought to CPN's attention that the number 88 is used as a Nazi symbol. The letter H obviously being the 8th letter in the alphabet. You put two together, you got 88. You got 88, which is HH, Heil Hitler. You know, it's used in Nazism. I researched this and then kind of laughed at it and then shrugged it off. Like, okay, how somebody would make that connection. Thanos being a track that features multiple black artists. So I just kind of shrugged it off and then just, you know, didn't even think about it any further. Until last night's episode of Tales from Lotus podcast, it got brought up again. And you had Yaya the Gremlin talking about it. You had people in the chat talk about it, calling UGA racist and shit like that. So I decided after the podcast was over to do my own research and figure out what different meanings there are for the number 88. Because honestly, I didn't know what the 88 was supposed to represent in Anomally 88 anyway. I kind of was like, when they first announced it, I was like, why the 88? Why not just make it Anomally? So first thing I found was, of course, the thing that everybody was talking about with it being used in Nazism as a way to declare Heil Hitler. It's tattoos, shit like that, different things in that manner. Then you have an angelic meaning, which is supposed to be like good fortune, taking care of your finances, and being successful, different things like that. Even further went in to see if there was any kind of a biblical meaning behind it. There's a biblical meaning behind the number 8, 8 being symbolic with the resurrection of Jesus. Obviously, the 8th day being the start of a new week. It's the resurrection of a week. There was no 8th day. You know, different things like that. And I'm like, okay, none of this really kind of seems like this would tie into the Underground Avengers until I got to the time travel meaning of 88. And I found a really dope video. I will provide a link in the description for you guys to go check out. I would highly recommend looking into it. It basically talks about how the number 8 is a number symbolic with time. The hourglass looking like the number 8 and different aspects like that. Just how the 8 is supposed to represent time. And then when you put another one together, you have multiple times meeting. Therefore, we're talking now about time travel, which is why in Back to the Future, the DeLorean had to go 88 miles per hour in order to travel through time. The Donnie Darko movie taking place in 1988. There's a whole slew of examples in this video. Again, link in the description to go check that out. If you're interested in time travel, I highly recommend it. I very thoroughly enjoyed it. And again, had another question answered right then and there because I never understood why the DeLorean needed to go 88 miles per hour. So how does this correlate to the Underground Avengers? Well, in order to understand how 88 ties into this, you have to listen to it. The skits throughout the album basically is talking about a signal being received on Earth. It gets translated, and it's just the phrase Anomally 88 repeated, and then they receive another message when they finally break through it. It is this being that refers to itself as Anomaly, as Apollyon, and that it represents the 3 beings that are already on Earth, and basically that they're not to be messed with, let them carry out their mission. Okay? So how does time travel tie into this? Well, the Apollyon edition of the original EP has another skit at the end of it. The Apollyon track has the same voice or same signal at the very end, and in it, it basically is saying that by my calculations, the year is now 2012, I'm coming to warn you of a great threat coming in 6 years, 2018. So through the Apollyon edition, through the skits of Anomaly 88, those two albums were tied together. If you watched my review for both of the albums, you saw how hype I thought that was. The concept was fucking dope. I thoroughly got a kick out of it. So anyway, you now have time travel being put into play through these two albums. Therefore, Anomaly 88, the 88 simply just represents the time travel that Apollyon did for the Apollyon edition to warn the humans 6 years prior of the coming threat that I don't know if we're going to see maybe in the next album. I don't know. I don't know where it's building to, but it's a dope concept, and now the number 88 helps tie these albums together even further. And I think it's absolutely dope. I don't know for sure. I can't obviously say this is exactly what they were trying to go for, but I'm very positive and I thoroughly believe that that is what the 88 is supposed to represent in Anomaly 88. So I don't understand how people thought it was racist. Who knows? I mean, they put the album out on MNE, so any reason to hate on it, I guess. Any reason to fabricate something, I guess. I don't know. But there's no racism here. I don't think there is. I thoroughly believe 88 simply represents the time travel that connected the two albums together beautifully, awesomely. Once again, I thought it was dope. So go check that video out, see what you think, especially if you are fascinated by time travel. So those are my thoughts. Leave your thoughts down below, and thank you guys for watching.